with the Los Angeles Rams. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Play fake. Murray. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete to open things up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. Murray now on first down. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing again, Murray rolling to his right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Raheem Mostert, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw it back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Fighting through. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Stafford on first down. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
So defensively here, trying to stop Matt Stafford, CD. Now he's got some time under his belt with this new team, the Rams. What's the key to slowing him down?
Well, I think that a big part of what's going on with him and his team has just been coming together. Brand new team, brand new system, brand new receivers to throw to. And similar to Tom Brady in the 2020 season in Tampa, it took a while, but now we're starting to see it come together. But Matthew Stafford is hoping that he can end his season the way Brady did, taking his team to a Super Bowl.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Fights through and now a crease. 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From his own goal line, Stafford. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
with his second touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So pass interference, the call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. 21-0 our score after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Rondale Moore, the intended target, and it's second down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Murray again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point good by Prater. And a rout is on here in this first half. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You don't
deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. He's got the hookup here to Deshaun Jackson.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 12, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. On play action, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. Now Murray off play action. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second down and goal. Murray escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondell Moore, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals open the lead up to 34-0. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for two. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. Two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Zaven Collins, rookie first-round pick there on the stop. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Rashard Robinson with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondell Moore with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
It's caught by Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Murray. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
But that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
Still gets a point there, yeah.
No.
And you went that far back, no bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
On second down now, Akers. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. Now Stafford. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Throwing is Stafford.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And now here's another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Flush to his right. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown! Rondale Moore, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll roll him out right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll run on first down with Akers.
Able to fight through one tackle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
66 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Akers.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's see what you got. Choose the mic, and let's get that ball. Let's get that ball right.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a run with Akers.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
The all-pro safety Buda Baker in on the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, Akers. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Jackson's got it over the middle.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Then the Cardinals
his hands team able to secure the football. Partner, pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We did have some excitement down to the very end, though. This game ended on a rare onside kick, but they didn't recover it.
And they were in great shape anyway, but going ahead and recovering, finishing things off, being part of that good hands team, it's an honor, but you want to make sure you do actually recover the ball.
Well, I'm just glad that it gave us a little something there at the end because this one was over beforehand.
You're right. You're exactly right. Down the stretch, last one. Yeah, that gives a little something to bounce out of here on.
So for the Cardinals, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.